Hey, the Batman's out this weekend. Oh, I really hope it's good. I'm really excited for it. So, I thought to celebrate, I thought I'd review something Batman related. But to make it interesting, why not a hated Batman movie? Something that lots of people hated. Because, talking about a bad movie would really be something else. So, I want to review something bad. It can't be Batman and Robin. I reviewed that few years back, and while I may not be, while I might have disowned a lot of my old videos, my thoughts on that movie are still the same. So, what's a really hated Batman movie I can review? Batman the Killing Joke. This movie's hated? Weird. I thought it was good. Hey, I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong. Maybe I need to look at it with a fresh set of eyes. So, this is my review on Batman the Killing Joke. So the plot of this movie is where it's an origin story about the Joker who quits his job at the chemical plants to become a stand-up comedian, and he slowly descends into madness and he jumps into a vat of chemicals and becomes the clown prince of crime himself as he drives the Gordon family crazy, and Batman has to try and stop him before it's too late. So, as I said before, I thought this movie was pretty good. I actually liked it. But, so, what was the main issue people had with this movie? What were the issues? Well, do you know how the movie begins? You want to know how an origin story movie about one of the most famous villains of all time starts off? A Batgirl mission. Okay. I can understand why some people would be disappointed. This is a movie about the Joker. So you'd think it would start off with, the Joker as, who he was before fell into the chemicals. However, I didn't mind it. Because really, we don't get a lot of Batgirl media. I mean, we are getting a Batgirl movie this year, which I'm pretty looking forward to. Um, so I thought it was cool to see her in something finally. Like, give her the spotlight once in a while, but it's not like, she takes the spotlight from the Joker. It's not like the entire movie's about Batgirl and like some other movies, Spider-Man Homecoming. But I don't know, it just felt pretty good, and it was nice to hear Tara Strong come back as Batgirl. And the reason why I'm fine with it opening with Batgirl is that this ties into the movie later when something happens to Barbara Gordon. The Joker kills her. Like, she's all crippled and, she had to be in that wheelchair, and then the Joker kills her. So it made what happened to her more tragic. Like, I'm not one of those annoying people who say people need solo movies before they die. No, like, it's good that we got to know a bit of her, and the fact that she was capable of fighting a whole bunch of criminals makes her death more tragic because she seemed pretty competent. And some people claim that this is another thing people really hate. They claim that the Joker raped Barbara. Okay, first of all, they never say that. There's some implication, but it's not direct. Like, they never claim that Joker raped her. And also, is it really that out of the ordinary that Joker would do something like that? He's the Joker. He's a sadistic supervillain. So, yeah, I don't think it's really that big of a deal to get worked up over something that wasn't addressed explicitly. And Another thing that really peeved people off about this movie, something really terrible and really distressing. Batman and Batgirl have sex. Okay. I'll be fair. In all seriousness, yeah, I can see how that would rub people the wrong way. Because Batman's supposed to be like a father figure towards Barbara, like a mentor. However, Barbara is probably an adult in this. At least I hope she is. She's a teenager. So it's not like the sex really drags on and there's no nudity in it, so it's not like it was anything particularly graphic. And who knows? Maybe Barbara just likes older guys. I don't know. I've liked older women for a good majority of my life, so I gotta know how she feels. And that's pretty much all the complaints people have about the movie. Other than that, I think it works great as a origin story for the Joker. I haven't read the Killing Joke comic. I do know the general story, but I haven't directly read it. But one sometime, hopefully, I'll try to read it soon. And I think it's a really good adaptation. It works as a Joker movie. Like the Joker, he starts off, as a criminal, but then he falls into the chemicals and he slowly descends into madness and he drives Batman insane. He drives the Gordon family insane. He just wants to cause chaos and he enjoys every minute of it. Yes, this is what filmmakers should be doing with the Joker. I don't know what's so hard for some directors to get it wrong. He's not an emotionless terrorist, Christopher Nolan, or he's not a sad poor guy with mental problems, Todd Phillips. He's just a psycho with a sense of humor that fell into some chemicals and descended into madness. What's so hard to get about that? And it's great to have Mark Hamill back. Like, Mark Hamill is getting pretty old, but he still sounded like he was enjoying himself with the Joker. Like, I'm not sure if this is true, but I kind of get the feeling that the Joker might be one of Mark Hamill's favorite performances. Like, he always has so much fun playing him. And even Kevin Conroy as Batman, like, yeah, both of them do sound kind of old, but in a way it does kind of make sense because it really makes you think how much Batman and the Joker have been rivals all of a sudden. And I think it's great. The dynamic between the two, it's almost as great as in the first Tim Burton movie. Like, it's really good. And I think as someone who, given the Joker as my favorite villain of all time, I thought this was a great interpretation. And it showed, it showed the terrifying elements as well as the goofy, crazy elements that, a psychotic clown can bring. Like, it's a really great Joker movie. Well, okay, the movie may not be great and fantastic, but like for a Joker movie, this is definitely as great as we could have gotten, and I quite enjoy it. And the animation, it's quite good given it had a pretty low budget of only like $3 million, which I guess it was a direct-to-video movie, so I guess that would make sense. But I actually think the animation's quite good, and it does translate the comic well. And I know that's another problem people have with it. People said that the animation style didn't look like the comic book. I like comic accuracy as much as the next guy, but saying the animation style isn't like the illustration. Comic books and animated movies are two different things. Comic books are focused on the detail and the sketching. Animated movies are more focused on, the movement, the animation. That's why it's so different. I don't get what's so hard to understand about that. And other DC movies have made animated movies based off comics, and nobody complained about those looking different from the book. But I don't know. Maybe it's just because I haven't read the entire story. But I actually think this movie's pretty good. It's probably the best Joker movie that we could ever get. So, which is really sad when you think about it, but I think the movie's good. As a Batman fan, as a Joker fan, and I think it really works well. It's not too long. It's only like an hour and 16 minutes, but it doesn't feel rushed. It's actually quite good. I think it's definitely for the older crowd though. So like if you have like really young Batman fans who like to see the movie about the Joker, yeah, don't watch this one. It's really dark, and some they do get away with some disturbing content in it. Like there's nothing super graphic, but like there is a bit of blood and as I said, an implication of rape. So yeah, this definitely isn't a Joker movie for the older crowd, for the younger crowd. So just watch Batman the animated series with your kids. That'll keep them tied over. But Batman the Killing Joke, I think it's pretty good. Nothing, not a masterpiece, nothing amazing, but I think it's good. I think it deserves a second chance. I think it's a guilty pleasure. Like lots of people hate it, but I actually do quite enjoy it. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just in the minority. Maybe I'm the only one who likes this movie, but I guess let me know what you thought of it. So, yeah, Batman the Killing Joke, I actually do quite like. So, and I'm really looking forward to the Batman. I don't know if I'll go this weekend, but we'll see what happens. I'm really looking forward to it. So, I thought I might as well review a Batman related movie. So, see you later.